Permit me at this juncture to highlight some of the requests we have for our excellency. To the people's government, starting body, a most responsible, progressive, and digital government of all times. Employment of non-teachers. There is no overemphasizing the importance of sufficiency and adequacy of teachers in our school system. The building does not make a school, neither does the library and the laboratory and the furniture. The human capital runs the school, and with all the technological know-how of the developed world, a substitute has not been found for the physical teacher. It is in this light that the schools must be tapped with qualified professional teachers, not teaching subjects. The earlier recruited 1,000 teachers, though appreciated, is just a scratch. It is pertinent to know that many teachers have retired in recent times. Some have passed on and needed to be replaced. We therefore appeal to our government to consider employment of more teachers from our schools, so that the early investment in this vital sector of the economy does not become a waste. Removal of yellow buses from our Lagos roads. Your Excellency, sir, we are appealing to you to have a change of heart on this issue. As the removal of these buses will add more to the current hardship of common people of Lagos, whose means of livelihood rested on these buses. The artisans, such as auto mechanics, auto electricians, drivers and conductors, who because of joblessness find themselves on this road.
Prompt payment of worker salary, allowances, and timely remittance of worker pension. Dear comrades and great Nigerian workers, Lagos, under the leadership of His Excellency Mr. Akinwumi Ambode, if not the only state, will be one of the few states not owing worker salary. In the same vein, Lagos remains the only state that remits workers' pension to their PFAs of choice as at when due. However, it no longer means that in the face of current economic realities, the minimum wage can no longer take our members home. Although the government has set up a committee, including Labour Center, to increase the minimum wage, we urge you, Your Excellency, as the real president that Lagos State to look into the minimum wage too and do the upward needful. Especially when you consider the relatively higher cost of living in Lagos. We are indeed proposing 56,000 as minimum wage to Your Excellency for condition in Lagos State. Accommodation. Many workers live far away from their place of work simply because they cannot afford the high rate of houses in the city center like Ikeja, Surulere, Ikoyi, Victoria Area, etc. Provision of affordable houses for workers is hereby recommended. This can be done by the government through a well-organized mortgage system. It also helps to build the needed loyalty and commitment required for workers, especially those directly in the economy of the state. State of kidnapping. In spite of the progress made in the area of security, Lagos has continually its first move to stem the spate of kidnapping. We therefore appeal to all the security agents in the state to endeavor effort in copying the menace to the state government has spent a lot in purchasing security apparatus, including mobility, to enhance their work.
Soweto, Africa, great Nigerian workers, great Nigerian workers. Good morning, everyone. Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Lagos State, members of the State Executive Council, body of permanent secretaries, chairmen, and the executive committee members Trade Union Congress and also the Nigerian Labour Congress in Lagos State. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, nearly 2 years ago, when you voted that you wanted improvements in the welfare and productivity of workers, we set out to address the time that you normally spend on the road. I just want to ask, how many of us are now waking up at 4 a.m. to go to Lagos or leave Island to come to the mainland? You see that we have improved productivity by allowing free flow of movement. So that's our own little contribution to the productivity of workers in Lagos State by voting for us. I want to thank you for that. I've listened to the chairman of NLC. I've also listened to the chairman of TUC. In the course of my speech, I will try as much as possible to respond to some of the things that were said in the course of their remarks. I want to seize this opportunity to urge the organized labor to continue to show understanding while rightly insisting on the due and just entitlement of their members. This is because any industrial unrest will compound the challenges of economic recession. Our government and other stakeholders in the management of our economy will continue to double efforts and explore innovative means of addressing the economic recession in order to make life abundant and worthwhile for the Nigerian workers, who are the real engines of growth in our country. I wish to commend the example of Lagos State to the entire nation in respect of industrial harmony. In this state, both the government and the organized labor, including the private sector unions, believe that negotiations are more democratic and effective than unilateral impositions by the government or unilateral demands by the workers. In demonstration of this commitment, we've continued to engage the Joint Negotiating Council and then the Trade Union Congress in resolving issues that are of common welfare to the public sector. Just before I wish you a happy May Day, I'd like to just respond a little bit to some of the comments made by the chairman of NLC in his speech. Yes, we do agree, and I also commit here that yes, we've employed over 1,000 teachers, but as we proceed also before the year runs out, we'll employ more teachers. On the side that the chairman spoke about yellow buses, yes, if Lagos is to be globally competitive, we need to change the outlook of the way the city runs. What is of paramount interest to this government is to make sure that every Lagosian has a comfortable means of moving from one point to the other. But I promise you there will be no job losses. The governor is not interested in driving all the new buses. It is these bus drivers, the technicians, the mechanics that will also still be employed and trained to use these new buses. Instead, we are going to employ more people for the greater number of the buses and to make the city more beautiful and more comfortable to all our workers. We talked about the plight of pensioners and the slowness of paying pensions. Amongst us are the workers that implement these pension files. So let's speak to ourselves. As for the governor, we are ready to approve pension as I went due. So workers should do more to make sure that they fast track the files of all the pensioners. As we increase our IGR, we also know that we will improve the welfare of workers and also making this government an all-inclusive one. And based on the request also from the Trade Union Congress, there will be an advisor on labor matters very soon. Just like we have said, we've provided vehicles But again, it's not gone round, and it's also not gone round to the private sector unions. We'll complete the whole scheme before the end of the year. In respect of the Secretariat, as part of the celebration of 50 years of Lagos State, we'll provide a befitting State Secretariat for the Nigerian Labour Congress. We are committed to training all our labor union leaders locally and internationally so that they can become relevant to this economy and they will also be useful for us. I wish you a happy May Day and thank you for listening. Ìtẹ̀síwájú ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. God bless you.
Under the leadership of Comrade Kemi Jejelu, that's Petroleum and Natural Gas, Senior Staff Association.
First after our progressing, we have officials.
Radio and Television Union Workers of Nigeria, AIWO. That is AIWO. And we have that is Air Transport Workers, NOATI. Senior civil servants, no, ó lágbára o. Àwọn àríbẹ̀.